Here we go. A chance to play with some slideshow narrative software. This will be uh, just little playtime to go along with my first metacognitive log for Module 1. And for this, I'm just going to kind of zero in on some of the, in a little more depth about something I wrote surrounding some of the feelings that these readings kicked up in me. I found I was getting very emotional and surprisingly nostalgic when I began reading about Vygotsky and Dewey and Thorndike, which are names that I somewhat embarrassingly haven't thought of in quite some time. It brought me right back to my undergraduate days in my very first class in the philosophy of education, where I learned I actually was a philosophy of education geek, and even my professors were looking at me like, no one enjoys this stuff. It's like what you have to get through to get to the good stuff. But I did, and I think that's because these are these are big picture thinkers, and I am a global thinker, at least to start. I definitely can zero down into the details when it's necessary, and when it is necessary, global thinking, big picture is more of a frustration for me. But before we get there, I kind of need that full view, and that's my default starting space, I guess. And these guys, obviously, as philosophers, that's what they do. And I was surprised at how much they still hold up. And I I think I need to hold them a little bit closer in my regular teaching and not let them slip into the mists as they have, because I think when I get bogged down in the weeds of daily practice, I think these philosophers, these thinkers, hold a path out of the weeds for me, because the way they see things, I don't know, maybe it's a kind of reset. Um, and I don't know. I just think I should be keeping them in in the forefront of my mind a little bit more than I do.